The Nintendo Switch has been making its way into everyone's home since 2017, and has been a gigantic success for Nintendo. The world couldn't wait to get their hands on the first of its kind hybrid system and play all the new games from Zelda to Pokemon to Mario. But despite the Switch's crazy success thus far, and Mario being the face of Nintendo, we have yet to see a completely new 2D Mario game released for the Switch. Today we'll be discussing when we could possibly see a brand new 2D Mario game announced for the Switch, and when that game would be likely to release. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already, leave a like and comment as always if you enjoyed the video, but now without further ado and without wasting any more time, let's jump into this. There have been 14 2D Mario games to date, if you count Super Mario Run amongst the rest, and of those 14, only 2 were Switch releases. One of which was a port from the Wii U, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and the other being the critically acclaimed sequel to Super Mario Maker, Super Mario Maker 2. Both of these games are not original or brand new 2D Mario games, so it begs the question of when and if we'll ever see a brand new 2D Mario game made exclusively for Switch. As we approach the Switch's 5th year, come March 2022, it still seems odd that there hasn't been an original 2D Mario game made for the hybrid system. Every Nintendo system that had at least one 2D Mario game released for that system had that game released within the first 1 to 3 years of the system's lifespan. The Switch is now past that time frame, and there still hasn't been a reveal or really much buzz surrounding an original 2D Mario game for the system. We only got a lazy port of New Super Mario Bros. Wii U and a sequel to the first Mario Maker. Even though Mario Maker 2 is a fantastic game that improved on pretty much everything from its predecessor, it still isn't an original 2D Mario game that was made to follow the previous 2D platformers that brought the Mario franchise and Nintendo as a whole to where it is today. It's actually insane that there's been more buzz, rumors, and leaks surrounding the possible Super Mario Odyssey sequel, or possibly an entirely new 3D Mario experience, rather than a potential 2D Mario release when there hasn't even been a new original 2D Mario game yet released for the Switch. There's a lot of potential for another 2D Mario game on the Switch, and with Metroid making a return with Metroid Dread, Nintendo is obviously keeping the classic 2D platformers they started their success with alive. Also, with another 3D Mario game possibly being 1 to 2 years away, it seems like putting a new 2D Mario adventure in the middle between now and then seems like an accurate guess, as it will hold fans over until a new 3D Mario comes along. So, thinking about how the next year or two would be the perfect time for a new 2D Mario to release, what game could that be? Of course, there's the possibility that Nintendo makes a return to their New Super Mario franchise and they build upon what they started on the Nintendo DS in 2006 with the release of New Super Mario Bros. This game was arguably one of the best games on the DS and was an essential commodity to owning the handheld system. Following its release and success, Nintendo continued the new franchise with the releases of New Super Mario Bros. Wii in 2009, New Super Mario Bros. 2 in 2012, and New Super Mario Bros. U in 2012. So we really haven't gotten a new entry into the New Super Mario franchise since 2012, which marks 2022 as 10 years without an original entry. Of course, Super Mario Run was released for mobile in 2016, but we're discussing releases for actual Nintendo systems. So, 2022 seems like a likely year for Nintendo to release a very overdue new 2D Mario, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get an announcement or reveal for this game during Nintendo's next Direct. Still likely to be slated for September. They could then have a very strong start to 2022 with Pokemon Legends Arceus in January, a new 2D Mario platformer in February, and of course Breath of the Wild 2 possibly in March. At this point as well, it seems likely that Nintendo would continue the New Super Mario Bros. Franchise and possibly release New Super Mario Bros. 3, which has been speculated and desired by fans. Of course, the biggest challenge that Nintendo will face with the release of a new 2D Mario game is keeping the smooth classic feeling the same while also building upon the successful traits the games already have, but having to introduce new features or characters to spice things up and keep it interesting. One criticism that some of the new Super Mario Bros. Games have faced is that they've all felt relatively too similar, and that there wasn't enough change between each title release. Another possibility is that Nintendo is working on a completely new entry to the Super Mario Bros. 2D platformer franchise that will separate itself from the previous entries and bring something entirely new. There's also been some buzz around a potential overhaul of the new Super Mario Bros. Franchise and the possibility that they'll relaunch the series of games with a reboot on the Switch. Whichever they decide to do, it'll be most interesting to see what new elements they add and if they'll be able to keep the new 2D platformer feeling fresh while also not changing the classic playability we all fell in love with from 1985 to 2012. Thanks everyone for watching today's video. We appreciate you all joining us every week to talk about the latest Switch and Nintendo rumors, and we are very hopeful that Nintendo will be rejuvenating the 2D Mario games with a new release in the near future. Let us know your thoughts below on everything we discussed today, and if you think we'll possibly see a new 2D Mario game announced during Nintendo's next Direct. Thanks again for watching, guys. Be sure to leave a like and share with your friends if you enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next one.